The following is a feature presentation of our nation's sports show. Previously on a nation's sports show. Last week, we began our coverage of the World Series between the defending world champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers, and the Toronto Blue Jays. Last week we analyzed the epic encounter in Game 3. A game that was decided in 18 innings. Since last week's show, this series has gone through multiple ebbs and flows of on the edge of your seat intense action. Both the Dodgers and the Blue Jays were worthy of calling themselves champion, but only one could emerge as the World Series champion for Major League Baseball in 2025. This series went the distance. This series was decided in 7 glorious games. This series go down as one of the greatest championship series to be played in any sport. Both the Dodgers and the Blue Jays gave it their all for their fans, their coaches, and every single sports fan that tuned in to this epic clash of titans. If you were not on the edge of your seat throughout this entire series, you are not a real human being. This series will be cherished, talked about for generations to come. Tonight, we also recap Week 9 in the NFL, and we bring to you our Week 10 prediction battles. We have officially hit the halfway mark of the NFL season for 2025. It's showtime.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up.
Good up to the court, talking all that is sport, breaking down the latest news, scores, and more. Welcome to our Nation Sports Show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It is another glorious Tuesday, and you know what that means. It is time for our Nation Sports Show. What's going on? I am Ezra Vickery. We thank you for joining us this week after an epic week of the world of sports. Hell, there's a lot to get into, from trades to releases to shocking moves to a new champion in the world of baseball, and we're going to get into that. We're going to get into NBA. We're going to get into NHL a little bit. Obviously, there's a lot going on here, and we're going to try to spike it all in within the next few hours here on the show. So stick with us here as we do a little bit of a mixed bag here today. And of course, Halloween just wrapped up. We got through that. Now it's on to Thanksgiving, which will be here in a few weeks. But all that stuff and more in just a few minutes. But first, of course, you can follow us here at Owen_Sports Show on the YouTube channel. Or actually, it's Owen_Sports Show on the X/Twitter account. Everywhere else is our Nation Sports Show. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, live on most Tuesdays. Please stay tuned for any updates on. You can check our Twitter account, which is our most active social media, for all the latest information on rescheduling, cancellations, anything you might need to know. But we got ourselves a stacked house here tonight. In a way, unfortunately, Mr. KR Kevin Rory cannot be here tonight. Hijacker, we do not know his status. We are waiting on him, whether he's going to send us a list or not. Hopefully, we will get that. Hopefully, before the show comes to a wrap. And so, with that being said, let's introduce first the king of the Alabama Crimson Tide. He's actually the king of the Alabama Crimson Tide, the king of the Washington Commanders IR. He's a king of a lot of things right now, and I know he's got a lot to say coming up. His name is JT Joey Thornton. He is here live with us. Joey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having an amazing Tuesday. Yeah, this, my college team may be looking fine with Alabama, of course, but my pro team, yeah, not looking too good. We got so much stuff going on, but of course, I'm not going to get into that right now. But it's good to be back in the co-host chair this week, and it's actually good to be back in my gaming chair this week after being stuck at work the past 2 weeks. But yeah, it's great to be here, ready to talk some sports with you guys. So without further ado, let's do this, baby.
Yeah, definitely, man. And it's we'll definitely talk about that. It's been a rough rough week to say the least for your Commanders and a lot of teams. And we're going to get into those rough moments and some good moments in just a little bit. But with me right now is my heavy metal brother from the great state of North Carolina, and he is always thunderstruck when it comes to the world of sports. He does dirty deeds, but he only does them dirt cheap, especially on the drums. And let me tell you, man, when you want rock, Steven lets there be rock. That's my boy, Big Stevie Cool, Stevie Wyand. What's up, man?
And I will also have a drink on you, but that's beside the point. What is going on, everybody? We are here, we are live, and yes, one of my favorite rock bands, AC/DC, is coming to Charlotte next year on their Power Up World Tour. They're going to be the next best thing to hit Panther Stadium, besides Metallica. The two greatest things to hit Panther Stadium. Uh, that looking forward to that next year with AC/DC bringing their tour to Charlotte. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And what is also going to be a lot of fun is we are here tonight to talk about the conclusion to the epicness that was the World Series finish, going the distance in 7 games. We got a lot of NFL news to get to. The trade deadline came and went today. Some players are en route to different destinations. Some good players going to good teams, and some players going to teams that are in really bad shape, the Cowboys. Oh, we're going to get to them. Trust me. And lots of injuries went down, and unfortunate injuries went down, and whatever else we get into, let's do this, fellas.
Yeah. It is it's been a busy couple weeks or busy week, shall we say, man. We got a lot of sports to get into. Where do we start? And I think the best way to start is obviously what Steven said, the World Series. The World Series came to a wrap, and we were able to get the last couple of games in before the show today. And of course, obviously we got to start off with the epic known as Game 5 was well, I believe we got this game in before our show or not. I don't know. But whew,
Yeah, we got the game 3 in from last week because that's the game we were talking about for Monday night.
yeah, the epic marathon. But man, we got obviously game 4, which tied the series up, and then of course it was just a seesaw battle back and forth these last few games between these two teams. Both of these bullpens started to get hot at certain points. But man, it was that pivotal game 7, which once again went extra innings. But it came down to the whose bat was hotter, whose team was more ready, and apparently it was the Dodgers. Dodgers were able to get it. Rojas able to come in there and save the game, help out and save the game there. And man, what a celebration. The Dodgers are now your 2025 World Series champions, and they are the first team to go back to back, I believe, since 1999 and 2000, correct?
Yep, since the 98,
That is correct.
99, 2000 Yankees, the
Yes,
first team in the major leagues in 25 years. I mean, this series had a little bit of everything and then some. I mean, after that marathon in game 3, in games 4 and 5, the Dodgers momentum seemed to be slipping away. Their hitting was struggling, their pitching was struggling. The Blue Jays bats got hot. They they scored 6 runs in each of those victories, and just they made the more plays, and and they seemed to be on the verge of taking this. And then in game 6, I mean, the Dodgers made some plays. Will Smith, scored a run in, and just they and then they were doing their thing, and they held on. This game, I mean, in Toronto in game 6 had a golden opportunity to win this game, and just they just kept the Dodgers, just they made all the right plays in game 6. And speaking of that game 6, I still can't get over the ball that Barger hit that got pinned up against the wall. Like, that was crazy. I mean, if that ball does not get stuck in between the wall, the tying run is going to score. And, I mean, it was nuts. An automatic double play. And I mean, and also gotta give a shout out to Yamamoto in game 6. 96 pitches, 6 innings he pitched, only allowed 1 run to score. He had a great game. And then they bring in Sasaki, and he was really struggling to get any outs. And then they took him out, and Dave Roberts, got to give him credit too. He managed, correctly, in that game, and taking him out and putting in Glass, to go in there and try to get him out of the jam. Then that pop up happens with Clement, and then next thing you know, here comes the double play. Mookie Betts gets that ball, gives it to Rojas, and Rojas throws him out. Or excuse me, it was Hernandez gives it to Kike Hernandez, that is, gives it to Rojas, and he gets him out. The double play. I mean, a heads up play. And the Dodgers, they survived in game 6. And then, like you said, is in game 7. And to me, game 7 was better than game 3. Just it wasn't as obviously it wasn't as long, but the
You
game.
think we weren't up until freaking almost 2 o'clock in the morning my time.
3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central. Like, it was, that was mad.
This is worse than those. This is worse than you, me, Marks, and fucking Andre. We're up watching Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, yeah. And in game 7, I mean, to me, this game was better just because the flow of the game, it was back and forth, back and forth. I mean, it was insane. I mean, and just this game had everything you wanted as a baseball fan and as a sports fan.
Joey, what are your thoughts on the World Series?
What else can I say? I mean, it was a dogfight from the word. It was a dogfight from the very first pitch. I mean, hey, that I couldn't be on last week to give analysis on the first few games, but I mean, this series literally went back and forth. And I will admit, the Toronto Blue Jays, I mean, I knew they were gonna make this series competitive, but what I did not expect is for them to make it as competitive as they did. Because before this World Series even started, I said it myself, Dodgers in six. But the Blue Jays, the fact that they were able to take 2 out of 3 in LA to go up 3 games to 2, I mean, that right there was huge. That is huge for Toronto because me being an Atlanta Braves fan, I know how hard it is to win out there in Chavez Ravine. And let me tell you, the fact that the Blue Jays were able to go
The
into
Dodgers, I
Chavez
mean.
Ravine and walk out without a sweat, that was just absolutely phenomenal.
And to come on the road with your backs against the wall, and the fact that Dave Roberts made the adjustments that he did for his champions to go in there and putting Rojas in the starting lineup in game 6. That was critical. And another critical play happened in that game 7 that jumps out to me is he substituted Tommy Edman out of the game and put in Andy Paez. Paez comes in the game, and again, I mean, there was multiple, factors of this game that swung different ways. Just when you thought that the Blue Jays were going to win, the Dodgers struck back. I mean, Mookie Betts with the home run to get them back in the game, and then the fact that they survived the jam, Yamamoto survived the jam to get him out of there. Or no, Glass did. I'm sorry. Glass was still in the game, and then Yamamoto came in as a reliever later on in the game. There again, so many ebbs and flows in this game. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, like a lot went on. I mean, bringing a multitude of pitchers. I mean, it was a very insane series, and then Rojas hitting the tying home run. And it was again, a normal sports fan would say they did not have that on their bingo card. Nobody had Rojas hitting that ball to tie the game. You would expect that from Otani or from Mookie Betts or from Muncy or Will Smith or any player like that because they've been known to hit clutch RBIs and home runs. And but the fact that a unsung hero that nobody had in their bingo card rose to the occasion to hit one of the biggest shots of his career and to tie the game. And then the Blue Jays again had a golden opportunity to win this game. And one of the most critical plays happened before the Paez catch at center field. When Smith had his foot on the bag, then off the bag, and then back on the bag, and to get IKF out at third because he was the go ahead run, and the fact that they called him out, barely out, and you could not call that on instant replay to end the game because that would have been a horrible way to end the series on instant replay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I was about to say it really would. And speaking of instant replay, I mean, you got to think back to the bottom of the ninth there in Game 7. How close that play was there at the plate. I mean, because if you were to look at that play really closely, you would see that the catcher's foot was on home plate. And keep in mind, the bases were loaded, so it would have been a force out. But whenever the throw was going into home plate, the catcher's foot was on the bag. When he caught the ball, his foot was off the bag. So literally, the catcher, I believe it was Will Smith,
It was Will
he
Smith.
had he had literally not even a second to at least put a toe back on home plate in order to get that guy out that was trying to score. Because if he would have scored, the Blue Jays would have won this game and the series.
And then after
So
that happens, and then here comes Ernie Clement up to bat, and the bases are still loaded. He hits the ball pretty good to deep left center field, and Kike Hernandez is trailing the play. He was, and then here comes Andy Pages just out of nowhere, just like he was shot out of a cannon, and just runs over his own teammate and jumps in the air and magically catches this ball to save not only himself but his team's season, and to have a shot, to play on. Because if that ball does not get caught, it's either A, going to be a grand slam, game over, or it's going to be hitting the wall and the winning run is going to score and then the bases are going to clear. I mean, it was insane that Pajes was, substituted in this game for Edman. And not even a minute and change later, he makes the biggest play of the game. Because if Edman is in this game, he's not making that play. And not to mention, but he was playing on a bummed ankle the rest of this series against the Blue Jays. So kudos to Dave Roberts for making the right plays when it mattered the most. Because even though Otani and Betts and Muncy did not have a consistent great, and Freddie Freeman as well, they did not have these lights out games where they're hitting multitude of runs in these games. This series was won under starting pitching and the unsung heroes, the role players, coming through, hitting critical hits, making critical defensive stops. It's with the double play, and to have, you know, going back to game 6, to have the whereabouts to go for a double play because you're not playing George Springer. Because if you get the single out, you know that Springer is such a deadly hitter that he was going to knock one either out of the park or get his team in scoring position to win the game. I mean, so there's a lot of things that happen in this series. I mean, and
What about
it's a
this, Steven? You talk about a lot of things that happen in the series. I don't mean to interrupt, but
yeah.
what just came to my head was what about the near bench clearing situation we had with the hit on pitch by I forget who it was. It was a hit on pitch on on the on the
Uh,
handguard of the one player, and then the benches began to clear because there was a little bit of a confrontation.
yep, and that would have been crazy. And that almost went to an outright brawl. But thank God cooler heads prevailed.
Umpires were able to separate everybody, get everybody back to their dugouts, and get the game back on track.
Yeah, and kudos to the umpire crew in Game 7. They called a hell of a game. I mean, they called a great game. It was a very well played series. I mean, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., man. I mean, Vladdy, he showed everybody that he is one of the best first basemen in this game. He is a great player. And that double play he had in game 7 was great. I mean, just it's a shame that, it's such a great series like that, there's unfortunately has to be a winner and a loser. But in my eyes, they were both winners when it comes to how great they both played. Because this was a very competitive World Series. Like, they were both equal. Now, I will say that the Dodgers were outplayed the majority of this series by Toronto, but that's not what matters. What matters is when you're struggling at times, where can you help your team out? Where can you get defensive stops on strikeouts or double plays or pop-ups or you name it to get your team a chance to hit the ball? And when Bo Bichette hit that 3-run homer in Game 7, like that right there set the crowd into a frenzy. And Bichette came into the game with a bum knee, and he lifted his team, with a rocket launcher out of the ballpark. And give the credit to the Dodgers for hanging in. And there was a critical juncture in that game where if the ball would have been lifted a few feet deeply into the air, the Dodgers are going to score 4 consecutive runs and the bases are going to clear. I mean, so think about that. The Dodgers could have taken the lead right then and there, early on in the game. And just again, like as a casual fan of baseball, my favorite time to tune into this sport is when it's playoff time, when the games mattered. When the games matter and every game is important. And my God, if you are a sports fan, you loved every single second of this series. Like, to me, in my opinion, it is the greatest World Series that I've ever experienced in my lifetime.
I agree on that, Steven. Definitely excellent World Series. We got through it. It was fun. Now, the interesting thing now is off season. Now the question is, what will these two teams, along with the rest of the league, change as we head when the pitchers are called forth to spring training here in just a few months.
Yep, and real quick, shout outs to the Fox broadcasting team with the closing line. To beat the champions, you gotta knock them out. That was great. That was a great line on that double play.
By the way, Steven, we have Hijacker's scores.
Okay.
So we
have
do
the
have them.
scores. Okay.
Yeah, he said the scores about 10 minutes ago. So
because I know
have-
Hijacker was watching this World Series and he was loving it too. I mean, this was Chef's kiss. Like this was honestly, this was the best series all year long. So good.
I agree. And let's since that's pretty much all we got in baseball, let's head over to the world of the NBA. And boy, there is a good amount to report. And that's just mainly off of what we see so far injury wise. There's been a lot going on here. Anthony Davis suffered a low-grade calf strain and will miss the next 2 games to be reevaluated. Of course, we don't know what his. I believe he's back in the lineup. I don't know since this report was made. Memphis Grizzlies star John Morant was suspended 1 game for conduct detrimental to the team.
Shocker, shocker, not surprised. I mean, come on, dude.
It's because the Grizzlies coach, Tuomas Isalo, challenged Morant's leadership and effort in a post-game exchange after the loss to the Lakers on Friday night, to which Morant responded in a tone deemed inappropriate. Trae Young sustained a sprained MCL in his right knee and will be reevaluated in 4 weeks. He was lucky enough to have dodged major structural damage after a teammate was shoved into his leg Wednesday night in Brooklyn. San Antonio Spurs guard Dylan Harper has suffered a left calf strain and is expected to miss multiple weeks. Let's see here. Cleveland Cavaliers All-Star Darius Garland will make his season debut as soon as Wednesday night against the 76ers. So, and Garland went under surgery to repair one of his big toes.
And
So
Garland's
Wednesday,
he had that issue this past season in the playoffs.
yeah, that's why he had to have surgery and be out for a while.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson is going to be out 7 to 10 days with a left hamstring strain, according to Sham Sharania. What else can I get into? Besides trouble with YouTube to drools. Let's see here. Right now, we're getting ready to start here. We're in pregame for both games right now. And that is at the Bucks and the Raptors and the Magic and the Hawks. Also pregame as well, the Bulls taking on the Sixers. Bulls are 5-1 right now, playing very, very well.
And somewhere Stacey King is having a great time. My Lord.
Oh, do you know that? Drive home safely, Chicago. Beep, beep. The Hornets take on the Pelicans tonight, and the Suns and the Warriors, and the Thunder and the Clippers. Those are your slate of games tonight. Check your local listings. Some will be on NBA League Pass. Some will be on normal
NBC.
TV on NBC, and some will, of course, be on Peacock. So check your listings and streaming services for when that'll be. LaMelo Ball will not play tonight for Charlotte against the Pelicans due to an ankle injury. It's just been announced. And another season debut tonight is going to be Jared McCain. Sorry. Oh, it's like, who the hell's at my front door? I'm like, oh, it's my neighbor. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. That's pretty much it. All I got in the world of basketball. There hasn't been much.
Season just getting started a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we just got started a couple weeks ago. 6 to 7 games in the series in this season already. Some teams looking good, some better than others, and we'll be keeping an eye on it as the season progresses. For instance, the Pelicans right now are 0-6,
and the Pacers are not much better either.
Yeah, Pacers ain't doing too well right now. Bulls, Sixers, 5-1 each, 5-2 for the Bucks. 7-0 for the Thunder.
Not surprised with that.
Nope. But let's get into the world of the NFL. Busy week, and we're going to start off the way we always do it, and that is, of course, we're going to break down this. We usually go down the games, but we got to talk about some trades that happened, including the biggest one of them all that happened earlier today, and it was announced, broken by, of course, Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter, that one of the star cornerbacks of the league and a man who just got paid by his former team, Sauce Gardner, is going to the Colts for 2 first-round picks and wide receiver A.D. Mitchell. An absolutely massive
win for the Colts.
Deal.
This is an absolute win-win for Indianapolis. They needed this. Needed it. What a great acquisition by the Colts. One of the best defenders in the game.
And even needing help in the secondary, so that's definitely something that they looked for, and they were able to get Sauce out of New York.
Able to get him out of hell.
Yeah, especially you can only be in hell so long and enjoy that 120 point whatever $1 million contract extension you got earlier this year for the Jets. Good Lord. Also, another player from the Jets also was taken away from them, and that was there's several actually. Let's see. The other one was Keenan Williams. the defensive tackle. He is now going to the Dallas Cowboys. And the Dallas Cowboys gave up Mozzie Smith, a 2026 second round pick, and a 2027 first round pick. The another trade that happened earlier is the Chicago Bears made a trade with the Cleveland Browns for defensive end Joe Tyron Shoyinka and a 2026 seventh round pick. Browns will receive a 2026 sixth round pick. Also, New Orleans has sent away Rashid Shaheed to the Seattle Seahawks in exchange for a fourth round draft pick and a fifth round draft pick next year.
And that just boosted their team too.
And especially with what looks to be a rebuild for the New Orleans Saints again because of the benching of Spencer Rattler and now starting of Tyler Shuck. So the Jaguars are getting back an old favorite, Jacoby Myers.
Mm-hmm.
And Las Vegas Raiders are going to get a fourth round and sixth round pick next year for him. And Dallas didn't play around, man. They now boosted their front seven now with their new linebacker, Logan Wilson, coming from Cincinnati for a 2026 seventh round pick.
You go from one shitty defense to another.
Speaking of shitty everything, Tennessee Titans are going to get a 2026 conditional fifth round pick by giving away linebacker Draymond Jones. Philadelphia also made a move. They have now had Jalen Phillips as their new linebacker as well, with a third round pick for next year sent over to Miami. And what about this one? This is one we didn't get to because we were off the show. Jair Alexander heading to Philadelphia with a 2027 seventh round pick in exchange for a sixth round pick next year. Man, there was a ton of trades. How about San Francisco getting Keon White, a defensive end, which of course they need help all around.
Yeah. They need to be bubble wrapped.
They need to just trade for a whole new team. Just keep Mac Jones, Christian McCaffrey, Juwan Jennings, George Kittle. Yeah, just like keep your main players and just like trade for healthy
keep
versions
Purdy,
of everybody
keep him too. But
Purdy,
oh
yeah,
god,
just trade for healthy versions of everybody else. I mean, we can talk about these trades all fucking night, but obviously, what are some of the? Obviously, we know that Sauce Gardner was the biggest trade, was an absolute unreal blockbuster. But also the Cowboys, got to say they bolstered their defensive end, bringing in Williams. So I mean, what are your guys' thoughts?
I mean, Logan Wilson, he's a solid defensive player, but you go from a team like Cincinnati, whose defense I will argue is even worse than the Cowboys. I mean, the Bengals' defense over the last several years, especially the last couple, have been really, really bad. And I mean, this is not a bad move by Dallas because they need, solid players, and Wilson is a solid player. But man, the Cowboys need more than just him. They need a better front four, just a better secondary. Like their overall defense, just like Cincy, is trash as well.
Well, I mean, I really couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, the fact that Dallas thinks they've improved on their defense. I mean, yeah,
Jerry Jones.
they may have been able to, they may have been able to add Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson, but neither one of those players had the potential or I wouldn't say the potential, but neither one of those players have the game energy as Micah Parsons. So, despite the fact that Dallas lands those two defensive players, it still doesn't change the fact that Jerry Jones is still the biggest clown in the NFL owners world for trading
It
away
doesn't
Micah
change. It doesn't
Parsons.
change the fact. It doesn't change the fact. His checkbook has more fucking. This has more fucking zeros. It has more zeros than the entire Jets football team has zeros. But you look at this. You're right. Look, I get it. I'm just saying that for all intents and purposes, they did make some moves to try and bolster the defense. I mean, yes, Jerry Jones is still the biggest asshat in the history of NFL ownership. Don't get me wrong. But it's it is what it is. I mean, at this point in time, and we'll get into their game from last night in a few minutes. Which, oh Lord, but it's I'm happy for them to at least get some things going on that front. Also, too, like I said, the all the different trades we saw today, even the Bears getting some help on the defensive end because we lost our main one recently due to a season-ending injury in our victory from this past weekend. So, and we're going to get into that game in a little bit as well. But I'm glad we got somebody. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of Bears fans online. Why didn't Ryan Poles go get Myles Garrett? I'm no, just leave it alone. Myles Garrett, as good as he is, being one of the greatest defensive players in our generation. Look, I don't know if he's much more of a headache than he is anything else. I mean, look at the issues with the with the he's with the he's with the Browns, right? Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
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 Look at the issues he had with the Browns, just let alone fucking even signing a contract to stay with them. He almost didn't play this season because of you know contractual issues and wanting to actually leave the team. But you know what? It is what it is. Bears got somebody, and that's all that matters. We made one move. I wasn't expecting them to make some blockbuster trade and trade a bunch of people and picks away. So, it is what it is. We have a very good, decent team right now. We just got to get some people back from injury to bolster our defense. Our offense is doing very decent, and we'll get to that when we go to that game. But I'm just, I'm more of a realist than a lot of these people are. So, but look, a lot of teams did good. Some maybe not so much. Some didn't make any moves, which obviously I'm scratching my head over. But if you look at like Shaheed heading over to Seattle, brilliant move for Seattle to add a very explosive wide receiver to their already pretty decent offense. So I'm excited for that to see what that comes to
Especially
him.
along with JSN. I mean, good grief. I mean, Seattle just has a multitude of weapons for Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold's just got to be more consistent, and we'll get into that in a few minutes as well. But and also another one is for me that I saw. Obviously, we talked about a little bit was who was it? Damn it, I just saw it. Oh, Jacoby Myers coming back
Yep.
to Jacksonville after spending the first few seasons over there. He's returning back home. And the Raiders, of course, basically on a reset themselves. I wonder what Jacoby Myers is, being in the system with all these new faces and all these guys. I wonder how he's going to fit in. But that's a story, or if you're an Old Dominion fan, that's a song for another time. But
Yes.
I'm quoting everything this week. Thank you very much. Don't forget to tip your waitress and try the veal. All right, guys. Man, what a busy week we had for week 9. And we obviously started off with the Thursday night game where the Ravens absolutely just fucking killed the Dolphins 28-6.
For some reason, Lamar Jackson likes playing the Dolphins. And speaking of Lamar Jackson, thank God he is back for that organization because they surely missed him. I mean, What a great game by Jackson. He didn't even lose a step. I mean, just making his presence felt, just making plays all over the field, and Derrick Henry doing Derrick Henry things. I mean, just a great performance. But that Dolphins team, woof, that team, that team, they just look lost.
Pee Wee football team right now could beat Miami. That's how bad they are. Lord have mercy.
Oh, just again, human trash cans.
And then
And
how
well,
about this? Oh,
as a
right.
matter of fact, the only team that probably can't beat the Dolphins is the team in their own division, the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's unbelievably sad. That's dude. That's more sad than a country breakup song. Oh, by the way, did you know you can get everything back by playing a country song backwards, Joey?
Oh
You,
Lord.
you can get your dog back. You can get your house back. You can get your girl back. You can get your pickup truck back.
Wait a minute. So if the Jets played their season backwards, did they get everybody back and they actually have a very good record for once?
No,
What about the Dolphins?
no.
Damn it.
They do, dude. Do you have a better chance? They have a better chance of barely winning an inter squad scrimmage than them winning. And having to get,
Oof.
and
You
by
know
the way,
what's sad? Our high school football team, yeah, they could beat the Dolphins.
Kevin's team that he always mentions can beat the Dolphins.
Oh my
And by the way,
Hey,
what's up?
you could put Steven in a cloner machine, make 11 of them, and they go out and beat the Dolphins.
The only problem is there'll be a lot of flags for blindside blocks.
By the way, I love that was called on Sunday Night Football. But
Yes.
personal foul, blindside block. I'm like, yep, that would be me.
I see. You see. You brought it up. You brought it up. You set the table. All I did was just hit. All I did was just hit the ball. There
Boom.
you go. There you go. But man,
Boom.
Let's get into these games from Sunday, and let's talk about the most stress-inducing.
Yeah, let's get that one out of the way, shall we?
Makes me
Yeah,
want
let's
to
get that
fucking
one out.
makes me want to get hammered just watching it. Game in the history of games, and that was the Bears and the Bengals, 47-42. The Bears squeak it out against the legend himself, Mr. Joe Flacco.
Legend. I don't know if I go that far. Legendary performance for his old ass. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, but Joe Flacco at 40 years old to have the most yardage he's ever thrown in his career, 470, and you still lose? Yeah. Your defense is the problem. And not to mention the fact that this game was back and forth the majority of the time. And then you're thinking Chicago's going to pull it out because they're up by 15. And then, oh, the Bengals scored. And then, oh, they got the 2-point conversion. And oh, by the way, onside kick. And then they scored again. I mean, this game was wild. I mean, Caleb Williamson, he also
Yep,
caught a touchdown in this game.
Caleb Williams caught two passes this game. Caleb Williams caught two passes, one I believe from DJ Moore, one from Tyson Bagent.
Yep.
Is backup.
Yep.
Once again, Ben Johnson digging into his bag of tricks, coming up with these unbelievable plays.
And what was not unbelievable was that shitty, god awful Cincy defense. Good Lord. Like their defense was, again, human trash cans on the field. They could not stop nobody.
Caleb Williams, 20 of 34, 280 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, only sacked twice throughout the game. And then, how about this stat is the crazy stat of them all. And that is, of course, from the backup running back, but the unfortunate injury to DeAndre Swift. Kyle Monangai, 26 carries for 176 yards, averaging 6.8 yards a carry. He was an absolute machine in that game.
And if I'm
They
not mistaken, Williams had 53 yards rushing, right?
Yeah, he had 53 yards rushing on 5 carries.
So they had over 200 yards rushing yards from scrimmage. Like,
Two-
again,
200, 283 yards rushing on 37 attempts.
good Lord. That is
And then tie
insane.
that in with Caleb's 302 total yards between everybody who played in that game, who did anything. That's Bajan throwing that pass to Caleb, DJ Moore throwing that short pass to Caleb for the touchdown. You combine that with that. Steven, with just the rushing in that's almost 600 yards of scrimmage.
That is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Got to give
I
the Bears
mean,
got to give the Bears offense a lot of credit, and Ben Johnson.
and they've gone on and they got on this hot streak too.
They've been super creative, coming up with some great plays. Caleb is still obviously learning. He's still obviously adjusting. He's getting better. Is he going to be perfect? No. I'm not panicking right now at this point. Caleb's going to make his mistakes. The one thing Caleb needs to work on, and I saw this in this game, when he sees an opening, he can't just stand there and buy more time for a receiver to get open. If there's an opening to run, he has to run. He has to get out of the pocket, run, and get yardage. No negative plays. They had barely any negative plays at all this past week, and that was a good thing. But Caleb still gotta find a way to stop waiting and worry about getting himself sacked or throwing an incomplete pass. He has to make sure that he finds an opening and gets himself down the field to extend the downs and make sure that we can make things more manageable.
Because any other great defense that sees that he's holding on the ball too long is going to pounce on that and be very alert on that and just jump on it and just take advantage of the situation, because any great defense is going to make that either a sack, a forced throw into an interception, a fumble happening, and they're going to capitalize on these situations. And fortunately for Chicago, it was a god-awful Cincinnati defense.
Absolutely. Joey, any thoughts?
Back and forth, back and forth. That's what this game was all about.
8 lead
Um,
changes.
Unbelievable. But I will say, picking up the running back Moaning guy really helped me out in fantasy this week because that cat got me 36 points. So
There you
hey,
go.
Yeah, Monangai, he's really grown into his own as a player on this team, and he's not a big back. He's not. He's only 5'9", 5'10", but the guy is 211, 212 pounds. He's
That's a
not big.
solid boy right there.
Yeah, he's not big in stature, but he's big in overall. Especially, he's got powerful legs. He can drive his body. He can really extend plays. And definitely the Bears' offensive line helped out a lot too, helping push the pile, get the extra yards after contact. So definitely big win for the Bears, just because of that performance. Cole Kmet also 6 catches for 118 yards. Definitely Colston Loveland, yeah, 6 catches for 118 yards when Kmet was out with a concussion. So definitely big, huge day for the Bears. But moving on, we got a lot of games still to get to. So Vikings and the Lions. Vikings came and cleaned house at first. The Lions tried to come back, but Vikings ended up winning 27-24.
And shout outs to McCarthy for making his return to the field. And what a hell of a catch by Justin Jefferson for that touchdown in that first quarter. What a great touchdown reception. I thought McCarthy and the offense was pretty solid. Their defense played good. They held this high octane offense for Detroit in check for the most part. But Detroit, able to capitalize on the running game and the passing game, and that Vikings defense read them like a book very well, and they capitalized on the situation.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a great game by Minnesota. I mean, McCarthy looked pretty good out there. They were able to keep Detroit's run game from going off, and Jameer Gibbs, he had one of his quietest weeks as an NFL running back. So
Hmm.
anytime you can keep him in check, that's a win in your book.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 9 carries for only 25 yards.
and Minnesota stays alive in that very competitive NFC North division race.
Speaking of the NFC North, let's talk about the team that for the NFC North that, for whatever reason, did not play its best, and that is the Green Bay Packers.
How
Losing,
in the hell do
but
you
real quick,
lose to the
before
Panthers?
we dig deep into this, Steven, definitely, as much as I, rag on the Packers, we hate seeing anybody get injured, and we definitely want to send our best to Tucker Kraft.
Hmm.
Tucker Kraft unfortunately tore his ACL in this past game against the Panthers, and he is done for the year.
And Tucker Kraft, he is a huge, vital part of that Packers offense. He is so good at what he does. He has taken that tight end position and he's become one of the most reliable targets in the NFL. And it just sucks, for him and his teammates and his coaching staff, to lose a great player on their team. And that's going to be a huge, huge spot on that team that's going to be hard to fill in the rest of the season.
But man, just
Yeah.
what a game, though. Just Carolina was able to lead some of the game, hang on, and then hit that last second field goal to make sure that they sealed it.
I mean, this Panthers team, like they're hanging in there. They're hanging in there. Like they're 5-4. They're hanging in there. But man, this is one thing that Green Bay cannot afford to do. You cannot take days off. I mean, against a average Carolina team that's not a great team, you cannot afford to lose games like this because they should have lost to Arizona. They lost to the Browns, and now they lost to the Panthers on Sunday. And if you're Green Bay, that tie is also looming, and that tie could be very damaging as the season progresses. And Jordan Love again did not have a great game, just inconsistent with his throws, and the offensive line, at times wasn't giving him time to throw the ball. I mean, just this Green Bay team, they have some good spots on their team. But man, is there a lot of holes in that team. Their defense, I will say, their defense overall is very solid. But that offense is inconsistent.
Yeah, very inconsistent.
And then
Oh boy.
I was screenshotting the things because the Lord knows I got to switch over to my VPN in a few minutes for NXT. But um, let's talk about and then let's talk about this. Broncos barely squeaking by the Texans, 18-15. Texans led most of that game.
This was a dogfight. This was a defensive battle. Both of these defenses did not flinch all game long. It was going to be who had the ball in the end and who's going to make the right enough plays, and the Broncos did just that.
Yeah, for some reason it always seems to take a little bit for Bo Nix to heat up. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it's too little too late.
Yep, this
But
week
he
wasn't.
doesn't need but he definitely doesn't need to make that a habit either.
No.
No, he doesn't. He can't make that happen. Um, all right. Next game to talk about real quick is the 49ers. Oh, no, wrong one. The Patriots beating the Falcons 24-23.
And this game What a great game by Drake London. This guy had 3 TDs in the game from Uncle Penix Jr. Great game by London, but the special teams had a blunder, a missed extra point, and the Patriots held on. Drake May and company made enough plays, and Drake May has had a great season for the Patriots. I mean, this Patriots team, shockingly, is a really solid team. They're just a scrappy bunch. And if you're Atlanta, that's a damaging loss. I mean, you're trying to hang around with the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers, they're in a league of their own in the conference because they got the crazy guy that is Baker Mayfield. I mean, this guy does not quit at all. And if you're Atlanta, you got to be able to hang around, and you can't afford to have damaging losses like they did this week and last week.
Then we got the Falcons. Oh, we just talked about that. And then we got the Niners coming through and taking out the Giants.
Somehow, the 49 IRs are 6-3. Somehow, they are 6-3. A team that has had a plethora of injuries on this ball team. I don't know how Shanahan does it, but this team, they need, it's like they need new players, to be on this team to get some extra bodies, please. I mean, despite all the injuries, they are in a hot contested division with the Seahawks, with the Rams. It's going to be very interesting to see how this season goes for San Francisco.
If Kevin was here, he'd have some pretty strong thoughts about his 49 IRs.
Oh, yes.
Yes, indeed.
All right, next one is the Steelers beating the Colts 27-20.
And Indianapolis finally coming back down to the planet that we call Earth. I mean, this was not a good game. 6 turnovers are not going to win you the game. Daniel Jones finally looking like Danny Derps. He finally looked like the Danny Derps that we were expecting him to be. But I think this was just a case of a bad game. It happens to the best of them. This is a far different Colts team. And now with the addition of Sauce Gardner to their defensive secondary, that's going to be a huge win for them as the season progresses. I expect Indianapolis to bounce back next week. And if you're the Steelers, hang in while you can, because you do not want to meet Baltimore. If Baltimore can stay hot and get on a hot streak, I won't want to play Lamar Jackson and them as long as they stay healthy.
Nope.
Because this Steelers team, if we're being honest, sorry, Lance Storm, but if I could be serious for a minute, this Steelers team, they're not a great team.
No, they are not. No matter
And of
what
course,
everybody may say.
yeah, people could panic about Daniel Jones' performance or whatever, but it's just a bad game. Everybody has it. It doesn't matter if you're Tom Brady, if you're John Elway, Peyton Manning. It doesn't matter. Everybody has a bad game. It ain't back to quote unquote factory reset or anything like that. That's just people just assuming. And you know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and me.
Yep.
So I'm not assuming anything about Danny Dimes until I see what happens for the rest of the season. We had the Chargers beat the Titans 27-20, which is not surprising at all.
The fact that the Titans were able to keep it close is definitely a plus.
Yep.
Still one in. Speaking of 1-8 teams, the Saints lost again. This time to the Rams with the return of one Puka Nakua. But then again, he's out again.
With a chest injury. This guy just comes back and forth all the time, like Like, what does he need now? Does he need like a chest protector like D'Lo Brown used to wear in the ring? Come on, like.
Oh no, no, no! You're messing with the real deal now. Gonna kick
I
your
mean,
sorry ass out on the street.
yep. I mean, Puka Nakua, I don't give a damn if he's got a chest injury or whatever injuries this guy has. This guy, he's got the testicular fortitude, as Mick Foley would say, and he just comes in there and he scraps, he scratches and claws, making plays. And Matthew Stafford, I mean, we were questioning this guy as the season started, but man, has he proved all of us wrong. I mean, Matthew Stafford is having a hell of a season this year for the Rams.
And then we've also got these guys, the Jacksonville Jaguars won, but 30-29. But that's not the big story. The big story is the kicker for Jacksonville, Cam Little, breaking the all-time field goal distance record, 68 yards, the longest in history, dethroning the now disgraced Justin Tucker.
And that kick would have been good from 70. We're
That
gonna
ki-
see it.
that kick would have been good from 73 or 74.
We're gonna
Yeah,
see a 70 yarder.
we'll go to a kicker in a few minutes who kicked from 68 and missed. We'll talk about that in a minute. But who's supposedly the god of all kickers? But we'll talk about that in a minute.
But Cam Little, I mean, this guy, like he was incredible with the accuracy with this kick. I mean, just what a leg. What a leg. And
Yeah, that's what his girlfriend said.
hey yo. And Brock Bowers, I mean, this guy just came in and he wrecked that Jaguars defense. I mean, 3 TDs after having
Yeah,
none
for
all
one,
year long.
yeah, for once, he actually made Geno Smith look good.
Yes. What a concept. Having great players makes that mediocre quarterback look really good.
Making Geno Smith good is making Alberto Del Rio look palpable.
Now that's saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this? How about this classic from this past week? And that is the Chiefs and the Bills battling it
Josh
out.
Allen.
Yep.
Josh Allen once again owns Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, but where it matters the most is the postseason. I mean, this Bills team, I mean, James Cook had a great game. Allen, did his thing, but James Cook did the majority of the damage on the offense. He had a great game. Mahomes had arguably one of his worst statistic performances in his professional career.
Let's see what else. We got the Sunday night football game. Speaking of Seahawks and Commanders, and
Oh,
Joey, I know you have some thoughts. Please take the floor for a minute.
Oh, well, what can I say, man? I mean, I had high hopes for my boys this season. I really did. But then the injuries started piling up, and now everybody's been injured. I mean, we have had so many players get injured this season, and I have a small list here of the players that we have lost at some point to either long term injuries, end of the year injuries, or just injuries in general. I mean, we've lost Austin Eckler. We've lost Dietrich Wise, Durance Armstrong, Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, Luke McCaffrey, Marshawn Lattimore, Sam Cosmi, who's now back, thankfully, Jaden Daniels. I mean, we have had so many injuries this season. I mean, you might as well build another IR facility and put it next to San Francisco's because that's where Washington's going to be for the rest of the season. I mean, unless we can turn things around with the group of guys that we have right now, you might as well just stick a fork in us because we're done this season. I mean, like I said, I had high hopes for my boys, and I'm hoping we can somehow turn our season around. But the way it's looking right now, it's not looking good. So we might as well just pack it up and get ready for next season.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you're right about that, Joey. And the thing I'll add with this is okay, Jaden Daniels was in that game when the game was already in doubt. It was over. They were down 4 scores. Why, Dan Quinn, are you leaving your star quarterback in knowing full well that you're taking a chance of him getting injured? And that he did. This
Yep,
was this was unnecessary.
and he has been facing some serious backlash since.
Rightly so, because what the Commanders are now facing are what the Redskins faced back in 2012 against Seattle. When
Seattle.
when Robert Griffin III had a very gruesome injury and he was never the same. And that is the one thing that we cannot afford to happen to another great player in Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is a great player. When he is not there on the field leading this Commanders team, they're not the same. I mean, Mariota, he's had some decent games for him at times, but he's not Jaden Daniels. Jaden
No.
Daniels had a very high ceiling coming into this year following his excellent rookie season last year and taking the Commanders to the NFC Championship game. And having it also to add, their defense is dog shit. Marshawn Lattimore needs to shut his punk ass up. Like, he is a punk. He is a bully. He is a wannabe star player. He is complete hot garbage. Like, just his
And now he's sitting out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL.
karma's a bitch. Sorry, karma's a bitch. You act like
Yeah.
that, sometimes the football gods will deal you karma you can't even resist. I mean, just it is what it is at this point. I mean, the Commanders have been dealt a hand that they don't want to deal with. But if you're Jaden Daniels, man, I hope this elbow injury is not as severe as we think it is. Even though he's going to be out for a significant amount of time the rest of the season, just keep him out. Just keep him out. But I pray that the ligament damage to his non-throwing elbow are not as bad as we think it is, because it was that bad.
They're saying as of right now, I mean, nothing is obviously confirmed yet, but it's looking like he is gonna head to IR. So that would put him out at least 4 weeks, but they're saying he could be out for upwards of 6 to 8 weeks. So,
He's honestly
uh,
lucky, Joey. He really is lucky.
yeah,
He's
he is
lucky.
lucky for
He
sure.
is lucky that he did not have, if it's not as bad as we think it is. He should be thankful that the injury isn't as bad as I mean, it was so bad. It was really bad. An elbow is
I
not meant to
mean,
bend like that.
yeah, and I mean, I'm honestly looking at the rest of our schedule right now, and by the looks of things, it looks like we only have one, maybe two winnable games the rest of the season without Jaden.
Otherwise, keep him out.
Yeah,
It just sucks. I mean, because
really does.
nobody is going, and nothing against Sam Darnold. He had a great game.
I mean, four passing touchdowns in the first half alone.
In the first half, he was 13 to 13.
Yeah,
Only 3 incompletions, including an interception. Had a great game, but nobody's talking about that following the game. Everybody's talking about should the Commanders have played Jaden Daniels in that fourth quarter when the game was in doubt, it was over, or should they have set him down? Because I know, that these players don't want to sit, they don't want to quit, and sit the rest of the game. They got a lot of pride in them, and I understand that. But at the same time, man, you got to understand, the realistic juncture of this. You're down 4 scores. The game is over. Sit down, rest, chill, live to fight another week. But instead, his season's over.
Yeah.
And then we move on to the final game. The Cardinals beat the Cowboys last night 27-17.
And this was a complete collapse by the Cowboys. They did not have an offensive touchdown until the fourth quarter. And of all ways to get a touchdown on your first touchdown of the game, a blocked punt with your helmet. But Jacoby Brissett had a great game overall. And if they decide to go with Jacoby over Kyler Murray, I don't blame them. He's making that offense move. If the Cardinals go with Murray as their quarterback over Brissett, then that shows you how much of a bunch of blimming idiots they are. But Ez, I think you said there was a 68-yard kick that you wanted to talk about that was not good.
Yeah, and that was by this guy. I believe his name is Aubrey. His last name is.
Yeah, Mr. Supposable Automatic.
He kicked a 68-yarder and it went wide. Like Aubrey was not that dependable today for sure, or yesterday for sure.
But I'm sure if he keeps giving it a good old college try, he'll probably make it. Just keep at it. Practice. Not a game. Practice.
Yeah, that was a passive aggressive comment there, Dave LaGreca. Passive aggressive Steven, it does exist.
Yes.
All right. What?
Again, you thought Cincinnati's defense was non-existent, which, let's be honest, it was non-existent at all. But the Cowboys defense, dog shit.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But after this dog shit game by the Cowboys, let's see what happens this coming week because it is time for our pick segment. And Joey, we are halfway through, and I do believe you have the halfway update as you promised at the beginning of the season. So Joey, please hit us up with those tallies, not only halfway through, but also from this past week.
All right, well, I'm going to start off with this past week first.
Sure thing. Go ahead.
So, being that this gentleman picked the Cardinals, picked the Cardinals to beat the Cowboys last night. Hijacker has won our pick segment for a second straight week.
Wow.
He finished with a great record of 11-3. Otherwise, it would have been a 3-way tie, which brings me to my 2-man that finished in a tie for second. Those, of course, are Steven and Ezra. You guys came in at 10-4.
There we go.
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
Now we're cooking with oil.
I came in fourth with a record of 9-5. And Kevin, even though he lost his first 5 games that we picked this past week, he made a little bit of a turnaround, but still finished below 500 at 6-8.
Him and his wacky ass picks, that's his problem. I don't know what this guy's problem is. He couldn't pick a game if it was scripted. And according to Marks, the NFL is
I'm gonna
scripted.
be honest with you. I'm glad we don't do this for any other sport because we would suck at this crap.
I'm glad I don't do the. I'm glad I don't do this for money because I'd be flat broke right now.
I know.
I'd be having to sell my computer just to fucking make enough money to do next week's bets.
Yeah.
I'd be back to doing a show from my phone.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
But anyways, now to our overall standings as to where we are at this point in time.
Oh, this is gonna be dog shit.
What is gonna be?
We actually have a tie for first place right now
Really?
Okay,
between Hijacker and Steven.
Hmm.
good. At least this time it isn't fixed.
Yeah, both of you guys have records of 85 and 50.
Damn.
I am one game behind you guys in third place with a record of 84 and 51. Ezra is in fourth place right now with a record of 80 and 55. And Kevin is running out the field with a record of 70 and 65.
Oof. Oh, wow.
So yeah, that is our those are our overall records right now. So
That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
I mean, unless the three of us plus Hijacker just continue to deliver shitty results week in and week out, I think it's just about a safe bet to say it's going to be a 4-man race.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Yep.
But
Yes.
enough of my spiel. Let's get to these week 10 picks.
Yes.
Absolutely, brother. And we start off with a Thursday night battle between the Broncos and the Raiders.
And of course, I do have Kevin's scores, and
I have Hijackers.
I'm going to get things started off with his score. He's got the Jackasses over the losing Gamblers 24-15.
The
Nice.
name's returned.
Nice.
Meaning,
Score check for a jackass.
Yeah, meaning the Broncos over the Raiders.
The losing gamblers. I'm going to follow suit with those jackasses. I mean, Broncos. Give me the Broncos to beat the Raiders. Give me Denver 27-13.
Hijacker is a very similar score to you, Steven.
Oh yeah.
28-16. Denver.
Okay.
I am going to go with the Broncos as well. For some reason, I feel like since this is a conference game, I feel like it's going to be close. So, with that being said, give me the Broncos over the Raiders. I'm going to go 27-21.
Hmm.
Going with the Broncos in this one as well. I'm going to go 27-18. Weird score, but I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now we head to the.
Up next, we got a game in Berlin, I believe.
Yes, we do.
Yep, Berlin. That's right. And it's an early morning game at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. And it's going to be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Revenge for the Colts. Give me the Colts to absolutely demolish Atlanta, pulling away. Give me Indy 31-17.
Let's see. Kevin has the Colts over the Purple Birds 37-19.
Purple Birds. Wait, that's the Ravens. I think it means the Redbirds.
I thought I was colorblind. Oof.
You know, like,
Oh,
give me
but
the
yeah,
Colts in
I'm
this
gonna
one.
go.
Give me the Colts in this one. Just absolutely beat up on Atlanta right now. In a way, 31-20.
Give me the Colts as well. Um, I'm gonna go with the Colts. I'm gonna go 32-19.
Mm.
Hijacker has it. Hijacker has it. Indy over Atlanta, 31-9.
Mm.
No mercy.
No mercy.
Strike fast, strike quick, no mercy.
Yep.
Hi. Up next, NFC South Showdown.
Yes, between
If you want to
the
call it that.
Aints and the Panthers. You know what? Give me Carolina in this one. It's a lesser two evils, but I'm going with Carolina. They've been on more of a roll since then.
Those are two evils.
So give me Carolina in this one, 24-7.
All right. Kevin is actually picking the Saints in this one. He's picking the Saints over the Panthers 16-13.
I think he's just sticking a dart into a dartboard and it's realizing what his picks are. Good Lord have mercy, dude.
Yeah, give me Carolina. Give me Carolina 21-10.
Hijacker agrees with Kevin.
Mm.
13-6.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going to be breaking the tie here, and I'm going to be going with the team from Carolina. So give me the Panthers. Um, Give me the Panthers. Let's go 20-10.
All right. All right. Next game is the football Giants taking on the Chicago Bears.
Mm.
Let's see. I'm gonna get things started off with Kevin's score. He's got the Bears over the Midgets, 20-16.
Give me the Bears in this one, 28-17.
Give me Chicago as well, 24-20.
Almost similar to you, Steven, but give me the Bears 26-21.
Mm.
Hijacker has the Bears over the Giants, 23-10.
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. AFC South Showdown next.
Yes, the Jacksonville Jags out with their guy back, Jacoby Myers, to take on the Texans. And the biggest question about the Texans right now is, will CJ Stroud play or not?
I don't care if he is or if he's not. Give me the Jags in this game to beat the Texans 30-14.
Mm, give me the Jags.
Let's see.
Give me the Jags in this one. I don't know about that high of a score, but give me the Jags in this one, 26-20.
Mm.
Let's see. Kevin is actually picking a very close score here. He's picking the Jags over the Texans 17-15.
Now that is an odd score.
Hijacker has Jacksonville over Houston, 21-17.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go with the Jags as well. Um, Let me go 19-14.
Wow.
Speaking of odd scores. All right, next.
All right, up next, I believe it's an AFC East showdown. Oops, I mean an AFC East ass whipping.
Are you talking about the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins?
Indeed, I am.
Oh dear God.
Give me dude. Give me Buffalo to win this one, 41-10.
Oh God.
No mercy, straight up ass whooping.
Yeah, give me Buffalo to absolutely bludgeon this so-called professional football team. Give me Buffalo in a shutout, 40-0.
Hijacker has Buffalo winning 35-16.
You know what? I'm actually gonna second that. Bills shutout, 37-0.
Nice. And what does our boy Kevin have?
He's got the Bills over the Dolphins, 27-10.
Wow, no funny name. I'm shocked.
Now,
All right. Next up, we got this little AFC NFC battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings.
Damn.
ooh. All right, well, I'm gonna get things started off with Kevin's score. He's got the Ravens over.
Oh boy.
He's got the Ravens over the Purple Lady Pirates, 20-17.
Oh.
Lord in heaven.
Man.
Man. Mm.
Hey,
But you know what? Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry's obviously playing. Lamar Jackson's back. Give me the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens in this one. I'm gonna go 26-13. Now scores that 26-14.
I have the Ravens in this one, 27-13.
Give me the Ravens in this one, 27-20.
And our friend Hijacker has Baltimore 24-21.
Hmm.
Oh God, do we have to pick this next game?
Unfortunately, we do.
Yes, and it is the Browns and the Jets.
Uh, what, why?
God help us.
Just you know what? Just give me the Browns in this one, 17-14.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Give me Cleveland. Give me Cleveland, 13-10.
Hijacker has the Jets 16-9. Either it's all field goal kicks or it's a
A
touchdown and a
safety.
safety. I'm gonna go with the latter on that one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Give me the Browns to win this one. I'm going really, really, really odd here.
Well, 12 to like 5 or some shit.
No, I'm gonna go with the Browns 9-8.
9-8.
Yep,
9-8.
three field goals for Cleveland against a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Wow.
Okay, that actually seems a little bit fair.
All right, and Kevin has a special here. It says
Oh,
broadcasted live from Tubi TV and Facebook Live. He has the brown stains over the paper airplanes, 11-3.
oh my God. Good Lord in heaven, man.
Kevin must have had
Well,
a real good time writing that one out.
yeah, here's the funny thing. He could come with these. When he's making names for these teams, he's like Leonardo da Vinci. But when he's doing his picks, he's like Stephen A. Smith with the Cowboys.
Oh dear God.
Fucking break. Speaking of, finally we get a break from shitty teams. Patriots and the Buccaneers up next.
Oh
What was
man,
hijack? What
this
was hijack?
one,
Real quick, what was hijacker's
this
score again?
Hijacker, his score for that game, 16-9 for the Jets and
Oh
Browns.
dear God, that score is hilarious.
Yeah, he's got the Jets winning 16-9.
That is hilarious. Next.
oh, but this game right here, Pages
You
and
know, if you
Bucks
switch
is
the numbers,
tough.
you know if you switch the
Ooh.
numbers, you know you get
What?
619.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, to Joey's point, this Patriots and Bucks game is a very intriguing game.
You got
yeah,
Baker Mayfield, who's
this was
known
gonna
for
be
making
tough.
shit happen, versus Drake May and Company, who've been on a roll. So
You
Versus
know
know
what?
game?
what?
I'm gonna go and say Kevin's score. He has the Bucks over the Patriots 27-24.
Wow.
He's got Hijacker's got the Patriots over Tampa Bay 28-24.
And where's this game being played?
In Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading from Hijacker's
You
bracket
know
sheet.
what? Give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks in a close game. I know the Patriots have been on a roll, but I think that streak's will come to an end. Give me the Bucks on a game-winning field goal. 27-24.
You know what, Steven? Same score, same team. That's what I was thinking literally before you said it.
Hmm.
Bucks 27-24. I'm going with that. So that's everybody, right? Or is Joey, you still got to give yours?
Uh well, all three of you, Ezra, Stephen, and Kevin, all saying the exact same score.
Ha! That's funny.
Once again, my theory's proved right. Kevin can pick good scores.
But you know what? I'm gonna
Blind
go
squirrel
with
finds a
that.
nut every once in a while.
I'm gonna go with that exact same score as well. Different team though.
The
Give me the
Patriots.
Patriots.
Nice.
Give me the Patriots. I'm actually gonna add one more point. So give me the Patriots 28-24.
Okay.
My next score might be 25 or 6-4. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Chicago.
And I know I'll try to do some more. And I know that I'll try to do some more.
But up next, I believe it is our first 4 o'clock game.
Yes, it is. And it is the Cards versus the Seahawks.
Ooh.
Battle of the Birds.
Yeah, Kevin has the Sea Chickens over the Cardinals 24-17.
Which team will commit aviary homicide first?
Give me Seattle. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Seattle here. Yeah, give me Seattle. I'm gonna go 30-17.
Hmm. Yeah, give me Seattle. Give me Seattle 27. Give me Seattle 27-23.
Yeah, you know what, give me the Seahawks as well. In this one, 24-13.
Okay.
And Hijacker has this game. Yeah, Seattle winning by 1.
Mm.
21-20.
Okay.
Wow. All right, another NFC West showdown, and this one, yes, is actually a showdown.
Give me a second. I'm being mesmerized by the legendary El Grande Americano.
Oh golly.
All right, I'm done. Okay, here we go. You are right. It is the Rams taking on the 49 IRs.
Let's see. I'm gonna get things started off with Kevin's score.
That's what I'm waiting for. Let's hear it.
He actually has the Niners winning this one.
Ooh.
He has the Niners over the Lambs 24-23 on a game-winning 56-yard field goal from Eddie Pinero.
Mm. Okay.
At least you can say he can trust his kicker now, unlike Jake Moody.
Yes.
Yes.
I can say we can trust Jake Moody. I mean, look at the game he won for us a few weeks ago against the Commanders.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
you know what? You know what? I with Puka Nakua's absence, I think being a key integral part. You know what? Give me the Niners. I think that Brock Purdy or I think that Mac Jones and company are really on a roll here and they're finding the rhythm despite all the injuries. And I think they're going to do it again. It's going to be a close battle, though. Give me this one 24-23. And I agree with
okay.
Kevin. I agree with Kevin. Game-winning field goal from Eddie Pinero.
Okay.
And the exact same score as Kevin too.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Hi,
know what? You know what? I'm actually going to take the Niners too. I think it's going to be close, but instead of a game-winning field goal, it's going to be a game-winning touchdown. Give me the Niners over the Rams 28-26.
Hijacker has the Rams over San Francisco over Santa Clara. He
And
has the
where's his?
Rams win. He has the Rams winning 23-17.
Wow. And where's
Wow.
this game being played?
Santa Clara.
Yep, Santa Clara, bud.
With that being said, give me the Niners. Home field advantage. Give me the Niners 28-24.
Oh Lord, this one. This next one.
All right, this next one. Yep, Lions and Commanders.
This is going to be an annihilation. Detroit
Yeah,
off of a loss.
I'm gonna go ahead and go first with this one. Ah, yeah, this is gonna be an absolute slaughter fest. Give me the Lions in this one over our destructive, horrible defense. Give me the Lions. I'm gonna go 41-13.
Yeah, give me Detroit to absolutely destroy this Commanders team. Give me Detroit 35-14.
Uh 34 34-14. That's I'm gonna go with Lions here.
And Kevin has the Lions over the Commanders 43-10.
Mm.
Hijacker has them 27-14 as the Lions.
All right, Sunday night football.
Yes. We got the Steelers taking on the Chargers.
Let's see. Kevin has the Android Chargers over the Squillers 23-18.
Wow, what a score!
Hmm.
Yes.
This is actually a tough one.
Yeah, this one actually is a tough one. Ooh.
You know, I'm gonna damn it. Let me give Hijacker's score because I need a moment here. Hijacker has the Chargers over Pittsburgh 23-21.
Mm.
Man.
Mm. This is a toughie. Mm.
Yeah, this one is a toughie.
Because these two teams are very up and down.
Yeah.
Mm. You know what? Give me the Steelers. I don't feel great about it, but give me Pittsburgh to etch it out on a Chris Boswell game-winning field goal, 30-27.
And give me Pittsburgh in this one, 27-20, 27-23.
Man. Yeah, we have seen up and down versions of both of these teams, but I'm going with my gut, and my gut is telling me the Steelers. I'm going to go with the Steelers 28-24.
Okay.
And last but not least, Monday Night Football in a rematch from Sao Paulo, Brazil last season.
Yep.
And keep in mind the NFC divisional round as well from last
Yep.
season.
Yep. Between Philly and Green Bay.
Let's see. Kevin is picking the Packers over the Eagles 31-28.
Hijacker has Philadelphia over Green Bay 31 to 27.
Same score as Hijacker, but give me Green Bay.
I'm actually gonna go with Hijacker in this one. I'm gonna go the Eagles. I'm gonna go the Eagles. I think the Eagles are gonna get it done here. In Lambeau. I mean, sheesh. If the Panthers can beat the Packers in Lambeau, then pretty much
Yeah.
anybody can.
And
So
the conditions will fit both teams because rumor is that we're expected to have our first batch of snow in the Chicago area and up in Wisconsin between Monday and Wednesday.
ooh,
So there
okay.
is a good
So
possibility we could be seeing some snowflakes falling during that game on Monday night.
possibly. So, but yeah, give me the Eagles in this one. I'm gonna go Eagles 27-20.
Okay.
Give me Philadelphia in this one too. You know what? I think Philly's got a real good chance to send Green Bay home. Obviously, next man up because of the injury to Tucker Kraft. But losing Tucker Kraft was also a huge blow to that team's offense.
Yeah.
And I'm stating this completely on just what we're seeing from them right now, and not based on my dislike for the Packers. But
Um,
it's
I
just
will
I gotta.
say that I will
Go
say though,
ahead.
for the Packers' sake, though, they may have lost Tucker Kraft, but they do have Christian Watson back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Christian Watson is back, and he's going to be lighting it up, and it's going to be an amazing thing. But I got to go Philly in this one. It's going to be a close battle because I think even with losing Tucker Kraft, like you said, with Christian Watson, with all the guys they have on offense, I think it's still going to. And of course, Micah Parsons doing this thing on defense. Give me Philly in this one. Give me Philly in this one 30. Yeah, 30 to 28. I
All
predict that
right, well
I predict that
will
Saquon
conclude
Barkley is
Week
going to have
10,
100 plus yards rushing.
and that will conclude Week 10.
Yep, that does conclude Week 10. You're right.
Lots of different scores.
Absolutely. Now we are in the books. And of course, we got through the World Series talk. We got through some NBA discussion. Um, I mean, do you guys have anything else we need to really discuss before we moving on to the other side?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. This was tonight. The very first
Oh
rankings
yeah, the college.
of the college football playoffs.
That's right.
Yes, I forgot. They're supposed to announce the top 25 and then the projection standings for the top 12 as we speak, right?
Yep, indeed. So I actually got it pulled up right here. So let's take a look and see. Let's see. Number one is Ohio State, of course.
Obviously.
Number two is Indiana.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Number three is Texas A&M.
Of course.
Number four is Alabama.
Not surprised.
Let's see. Georgia is number five. Ole Miss is number six. And then BYU, Texas Tech, Oregon, and Notre Dame are 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Hmm.
And number 11 right now is Virginia. And number 12, being the highest ranking Power of 5 team, is the Memphis Tigers.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Obviously, the top 3 or 4 are very much obvious picks, with, of course, the Crimson Tide, the Hoosiers, Buckeyes.
Yeah,
And
but
I
keep
got to
in
say,
mind though,
yeah,
say these top 4 teams continue to win out, Ohio State and Indiana will be primed for a Big Ten championship clash, and Texas A&M and Alabama will be primed for a SEC championship clash.
Mm-hmm.
So, so we're definitely going to see a lot of shaking up in these in these projections.
yeah, it's I can definitely see those teams, and I give a lot of credit. I've watched the past couple of games with Indiana, and I will say that their offense is unbelievable. I mean, their quarterback, the two brothers, I mean, both guys are just incredible. Um, great receivers, defense, all over the place, always getting their man. It's I gotta give them a lot of credit. I mean, obviously Alabama's Alabama. Ohio State's always been great. So it's gonna be interesting to see over the next couple of over the next month or so what ends up coming out of this, what we see in January.
Yeah, and keep in mind the first round of the college football playoff, I believe, will be taking place December the 19th and 20th, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot can change between now and then. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that is pretty much it on my half.
I'm good. I don't really have anything else to add to tonight.
I will say real quick, in regards to a game this Sunday, the Arizona Cardinals are supposedly sticking with Jacoby Brissett as the starter for the game against Seattle on Sunday.
Well, that's also because it was reported that the foot injury suffered by Kyler Murray is is going to take up to 4 to 6 weeks.
Ooh,
And if he continues to come back and try to play, it's going to set him back even further. So their
ooh,
best bet
Lord.
right now is to let Kyler rest and to allow Jacoby to go out there and still play.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
And not surprised that he's named a starter because he's had a very solid uh, performance with the Cardinals the last several weeks.
yeah, absolutely. Steven, do you have anything else you want to throw in here before we call it a day?
I do want to say real quick, big shout outs to CM Punk for winning the world title on Saturday against Jey Uso in a hell of a back and forth match. That was an awesome match on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely one of the best. Great match from Punk. Jey Uso gave it his all. Both competitors did awesome in the ring, of course, as always. Punk finally gets his title opportunity and gets his title reign that he so lawfully deserved. And now he's back on top of the mountain again as world heavyweight champion. Also want to real quick, since you mentioned that, I want to say congratulations to one of the most legendary bands of all time. I'm talking, of course, about Foreigner, because Foreigner, as they currently are constituted, will be on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for the second year in a row. And they will be on a float dedicated to Stranger Things. As some of their
And who's
music
that?
has been
Foreigner.
Foreigner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some of their music has been used as Stranger Things, so expect a performance of that. Last year we saw them perform I Want to Know What Love Is. Obviously the performance is obviously a pre-tape performance and using the studio track from the original album, but still we're going to get to see the guys up there on a float, right up there on the stage going out there. So definitely
Also, I
congratulations.
want to say real quick, congratulations to all the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees going in this year, including and very long overdue Bad Company is finally going in, and also Soundgarden's going in.
Soundgarden, yes. Soundgarden, definitely. It'll be a very emotional night for Soundgarden. Obviously, no Chris Cornell, but his daughter will be there. Other
Our
musicians will
mom
be
said
there.
will be there.
Yep, and of course the band members themselves: Matt Cameron, Kim Thale, um, all those guys, and get all those guys will be there. And it's going to be a very emotional night. And also next month, don't forget also the Kennedy Center Honors, another emotional night as Kiss will be honored, unfortunately minus Ace Frehley. So we'll see what happens from here on out. But we got NXT on,
Yes, we do.
and of course there's NBA basketball that's also on as well. So let's get out of here. Let's go watch this stuff. Steven, actually Joey, your final thoughts for the evening, my friend.
I will say that obviously, I mean, I love watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade every single year. Um, and I will say that this is still a year away, but you gotta bring up the fact that next year the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will now be in the centennial year. Next year will be the 100th edition of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And you better believe that that one is going to be truly one to remember.
Mm-hmm.
But great job, guys. It was great being back in the co-host chair tonight. Um, love talking sports with you guys as always. And wherever you are, whatever you're, however you watch your games throughout the week and weekend, enjoy it. Spend time with family, friends, regardless where you go or what you do. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Peace out.
All right. Steven, close it out.
Great job by you guys. Great having you guys on. Hate that Kevin and Hijacker couldn't be on with us tonight, but thankfully they were able to get their scores in. Congratulations to the Dodgers of repeating as back-to-back World Series champions on one hell of a thrilling series against Toronto over the weekend, capping that off. Also, real quick, shout outs to mine, Kevin, and Joey's high school. The Richmond Raiders varsity football team have becoming conference champions over the weekend, defeating Pinecrest 58-27. Very cool that our football team in high school won a conference championship again for the first time in quite some time. Had a really good year so far, and are on the way to the postseason. Great job
Yes.
by you guys. Go ahead.
Yes. And speaking of that, Stephen, while you were talking about that, the way that the playoffs are doing for the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, Richmond will be receiving a first round bye. So they will not
Ooh.
be playing. They will not be playing this Friday. But next Friday, they will be taking on the winner of the game between Cuthbertson and Porter Ridge from Raider Stadium.
Okay. So very cool, very cool. Great job by you guys here tonight. Great show by everybody involved. Looking forward to being back on next week as we continue our NFL coverage for Week 10 and previewing Week 11 and whatever else we get into. You can follow us on Twitter or X at Owen_Sports Show, Facebook.com/Nation Sports Show, and where we are live on most Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock on the East, 6 Central, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, youtube.com/Nation Sports Show. And also don't forget to follow the Nation's Corner on Twitter at Nation's Corner, Facebook, Instagram, and where the guys and gals are live on most Saturday nights, youtube.com/The Nation's Corner, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. All things professional wrestling. Lots going on. Lots going on in WWE. TNA is going to be resuming not this week, but next week. AEW's got a pay-per-view coming up in a couple weeks with Full Gear in New Jersey. Survivor Series is coming up in San Diego in a couple weeks, so that should be a lot of fun. Oh, shit, what we got?
Oh, this is funny. Somebody posted on Twitter, the Jets aren't finished. They have agreed to trade quarterback Justin Fields to McDonald's for 2 conditional McChicken sandwiches and a small fry per source.
Oh, my God. Oh, my. Anyways, the great job by you guys here tonight. That meme was great. That was funny. Anyways, great job by you guys. Ezra, wrap this up, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Steven. Thank you so much, Kevin and Joey and Hijacker. You guys all did great. Thank you to the other two, Hijacker and Kevin, for sending in the scores. And thank you to you two guys for coming in live and kicking it as you always do. What a great show. What a great week it's been in the world of sports. But now it's time to close it out. And before I do, I want to plug, of course, Too Sweet Cosplay across all socials. We are getting ready for next year. Getting ready for next year, especially C2E2, starting in late March 27th through 29th. And it's going to be an amazing, amazing time. We'll let you know about the booth situation if it becomes available. We'll figure all that out, but follow us there for your cosplay wrestling needs. So it's going to be a crazy week coming up in the world of sports. Of course, basketball and football will be the main focus. Hockey's still going on, and we'll cover that next week as well. So that being said, for Kevin Rory, for Hijacker Mike, for Randy Guy, for Big Stevie Wyand, Joey Thornton, and everybody in the Sports Zone Nation, I am Ezra Vickery, and we will see you right here next week with another great edition of our Nation Sports Show. Take care, everybody. You have a great week. We will see you all next time. Same time. Same YouTube channel. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up.
Thanks for watching this week's feature presentation of our Nation Sports Show.